Opening up the X20 or X20S radios to adjust the gimbals can be a little bit tricky because the 900 megahertz antenna, which runs in the handle here, is attached to the back shell. So the easiest way to do that is basically to use a twisting motion. So first I'll start by removing the battery for the radio. You want to do that anytime that you open the radio up. Then I'll remove these handle shells from the sides. And then next I'm going to remove the slider caps because they kind of get in the way when you're trying to open the radio up. So you just pull them off. They can be a little bit hard to remove. Now that I'm here, I'm going to remove the 4 screws for the back of the radio system. And now one thing that you may get mixed up on is these back rubber handles do not need to be peeled off. If you start to take these off, they're really hard to get back on. So what you want to do is use the separation right here at the front to separate the 2 halves of the radio. As you can see, it's already starting to open up. And again, you don't want to use a pulling motion here because you can rip the antenna off. I'm going to just rotate the top shell around and you can see where the antenna is attached here. So that's the easiest way to get into the X20 radio, is to just rotate this around to the top, and now you can adjust all of your gimbal adjustments as needed and just rotate it back. I don't really recommend to detach the antenna, but you also need to be careful not to fray the connector end of the antenna and break your ground loop. So just be very careful when you open up the radio system because of that antenna wire here. And to close the radio up, I'm just going to work in the reverse order. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this over back to where it was. Making sure that the grips are fully seated. And now you can put all your screws back in and reassemble the radio system back to the way it was.